Well, after Duck was killed, King Von made a bunch of tweets. Shocked everybody. Said him and Duck squash beef. We're gonna work together. What do you think was going on with all that? Was he just trolling?
Yeah, Cam. These are people who really want to see these dudes dead. So in order for you to believe I'm a good person, I gotta put that on display. And so an enemy is smiling in your face, but in their heart, he's thinking to plotting against you. And that's what God says. So as a man thinketh, so is he. It don't matter that he's smiling in your face. He said that's how he killed. That's how the enemy kill you.
Take me through like Von, you know what I'm saying? Like what would Von be going, you know what I'm saying? Like, was that like his thing to like kind of troll and kind of poke at his
He was a
like
troller.
That?
Von was a troller to where that's what he did. Why he did it? Because it's a prideful thing. This my work. When you do something that is so, up in volume as in taking a man's life, that give you power, Cam. You start to feel powerful. And the fact that you actually a man, it's no longer here, a whole being. Cam, that's gonna make you, it's either gonna break you to where you need God, or it's gonna make you into something that is so dark that which you don't even understand the darkness that you really walking in when you take a man's life, and then you don't change your mind and see that the action that you did was so egregious, it's just so inhumane. But Von, he's been doing this since they've been killing people. That's how bro was able to make the whole 3-4 hour documentary about him trolling. You feel me? But the enemy gonna do that. He gonna do it work. And then he gonna put it in your face that this is what I'm doing. But, above some people's head, it go over their heads and stuff like that. But it's crazy, Cam, because, man, I learned a lot of good stuff from Von. He was a charitable person. He was a person that had a heart to give. But, it just sucks because love got to extend further than just the ones that you know. It got to extend to every man because that's a characteristic of the Father. That even though many people didn't wake up today honoring him for giving them life, he still woke them up. So that means that he loved all. A man that'll reference him and not. But just from Von's point of view, man, all I can say is that that's one thing you know about evil is that evil gonna gloat. They're gonna boast about their doings. And so all it is just a rap sheet for us to look at and see how he didn't care about anything that he did. He was heartless. That's just all that shows, Cam. He was heartless. You doing these things and then you take a delight in it. That's all it is. They take a delight in being evil. We take a delight in, shedding the blood of our own people. And, that's what it is. We take a delight in killing our own people because you get a trophy for it in the world. We have no knowledge of God.
He did, we know about the bad stuff that he's done.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the good stuff that he done, the giving back to the community and helping people out. It seemed like he really, loved you and did a lot for you if he was with you. And if you weren't with him, it was really bad for you.
Yeah.
Was there, any chance that he would have grown up? A lot of people get older and they change, man. A lot of dudes who, help with gang interventions and try to help control gangs. I mean, a lot of these dudes are like 50, 60 years old, and they're trying to, make a change. You think Von would have ever did anything like that?
Well, seeing as though, say it'd be hard, right? Because I feel like they want to do that. They be wanting to give back. They want to change. But when the thing that has got you to where you are, right? When that character, King Von, being a killer, being a driller, being a prideful killer that gloats about his killing, when that's just who you are, and you didn't get no chastising for that. Most of those dudes who you spoke of previously, they probably got sat down for long periods of time in jail, and then they got out. And like, you know what? I think that I want to change my life. I've taken so much away from the world, and now I want to be able to bring some sort of life. I've taken life away from so many. I want to be able to give back what I feel like I was stealing. And I feel like because of the realm that Von was in, because they paying him. Cam, they getting paid millions of dollars to rap about killing. If you already a killer, who gonna turn away from that? I'm gonna be that for the rest of my life because that's what gain. I gain off of that. I'm living a life, this world will put you on a pedestal if you look like this, and you act like a true demon. So for a lot of people, that's a way out of poverty. Even though it's evil, but because they understand it not, they like, man, I don't care what you talking about. I could tell my story and get rich. And I don't got to change nothing about my life at all. I can still live, smoke weed, have sexual. It just seems like, it seems like heaven on earth, Cam. That's a recipe for disaster, but it's heaven on earth. Because ain't no chastisement came to Von for real. He got locked up, Cam, on trial, and he beat it. He didn't see that as God trying to, look, dude, he ain't see that as divine interventions from the Father. So no, God knows that he would have never changed. And so that's why God allowed for the light in Von to be taken out, because God knows the heart behind every man. Every man. And he done enough evil. Von done enough evil that we gonna keep being talked about for years to come about all the evils that he's done. Music still floating and surfacing today. All evil communication producing nothing but evil and terroristic works against our own people. But we glory, we praise, we got King Von shirts. And so what is that saying about your mind? That means that you don't understand spiritual things. Because if you did, you wouldn't like the enemy. Von is the enemy to most of us, but because we look like Von and they put him on the TV and we desire to be on TV, we see as Von as a vessel of light. And what does light do? Light protects you from darkness. But what is our darkness? Poverty. The hood is our darkness. And so we see that if I rap about darkness, then I can get out of darkness. But not understanding that you're just putting yourself in more darkness. The darkness is consuming you. There's no light. But again, money is light to people. Because when I get this money now, I could buy what I want. I could do this, I could do that. Von was rich. He had money, Cam. Von was still robbing people. What sense do that make? How are you rich and you're robbing people?
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.